Climate change is real. It is happening when you turn on your car, when you watch Netflix, and when you leave your light on before you leave your home. It is up to us to decide if we want to put a stop to it. If we don't take a stand against conventional energy, then who will? Today I'm here to persuade you as to why the state of Florida should mandate a policy of a renewable portfolio standard of clean energy. I am a senior studying food and resource economics. I have taken a natural resources course and have researched this topic extensively. Today, I will present to you the problem of using conventional energy and its effect on climate change. I will propose to you a solution to it, and I will tell you how you can start using clean energy. The problem is that conventional energy is harmful for the environment and it is not renewable. According to green economics, there is an increasing content of carbon dioxide with the consumption of coal and fuel. The consequences of using carbon dioxide is that conventional energy is a dangerous pollutant, and it has consequences such as climate change, smog, respiratory disease, and it causes land damage as we continue to extract fossil fuels from the ground. Miami is a prime example of a city that is being harmed by climate change. The mayor of Miami has had to adapt the city to the rising sea level. The streets are being elevated as well as with the buildings because the city is continuously flooding. If we don't take into account the consequences of conventional energy, the environment will be at risk. Now that you are aware of the severe problem that using conventional energy is to the environment, I will propose to you a solution to it. The solution I recommend is that the state of Florida mandates a policy of a renewable portfolio standard of clean energy. According to the National Conference of State Legislatures, renewable energy helps the nation's market with wind, solar, and other sources of renewable energy, as well as promotes economic development. The benefits of using clean energy are that there is little to no carbon dioxide emission, there is a reduction of premature mortality, a reduction in healthcare costs. The supply of energy is inexhaustible as it is renewable, and it is labor intensive because the workers have to install it and they have to routinely check out the systems. Now that you know the benefits of the solution to using clean energy, I will tell you the objections some people have, such as the initial cost. Just as with every investment, there are initial and installment costs. However, once the system is already in place, there is an overflow of benefits. In this case, clean energy has benefits economically as well as environmentally. Now that you know the solution for conventional energy and climate change, I will visualize a world if we ignore the consequences of the conventional energy causes, and a world if we take action today. Imagine you are getting ready to take a walk outside, you're getting dressed, you're putting your shoes on, and you put your face mask on. You walk outside and the sky is gray. There is not a green tree at sight. After 20 minutes of being outside, you remember that you have a respiratory disease and you have to go back home. On your way back, someone says hi to you and you don't know if it's a neighbor, if it's a friend, or a family member because of the smog outside. This is a world if we don't take action today against conventional energy. Now, imagine you're getting ready to take a walk outside, you're getting dressed, putting shoes on, you walk outside, there's a bright sunny blue sky, and there's green everywhere. You go back home and you pass by the side of your home and you see solar panels. You decide you want to sit outside and relax as you watch the sunset, create a beautiful combination of colors. This is a world if we stand against conventional energy today. The Arctic Sea just hit a record low last winter. The Northwest Passage allowed a cruise ship to pass by the Arctic Sea last August. The Arctic Sea is the place that is being harmed the most by global warming as it is happening rapidly there. This is a wake-up call for us today. The climate change is real. I ask you to become aware of the world deteriorating before us. I ask you to take a stand against conventional energy and begin saving the planet by using clean energy. You can begin by becoming an example to others in saving energy in your home and by getting a fuel efficient car. Or if you can afford solar panels, you can probably lobby your government officials for them to subsidize these sources in your area. Today, I presented the problem of using conventional energy and the effects it has on climate change. Then I proposed a solution for it. And lastly, I told you what you can do to stop climate change. I don't want to live in a world where all my life's work will vanish along with my planet. Instead, I want my future children to enjoy a world better than the one we have today. I leave you with this quote by David Attenborough. There is no question that climate change is happening. The only arguable point is what part humans are playing in it. Thank you guys for joining me here today. The sources I used were DORK, State Renewable Portfolio Standards and Goals, National Conference of State Legislatures, Green Economics, Energy Economics, Green Mountain Energy, Benefits of Clean Energy, Ruggery, Miami's Fight Against Rising Seas, BBC, SACS, Clean Energy, Benefits, the Climate, the Economy, and our health, World Health Organization. Do you guys have any questions for me today?
Yes. Is climate change of a few degrees a cause of concern?
Yes, so climate change of a few degrees is a cause of concern. During our last ice age, there was a climate change of about 4 to 5 degrees. Today, there's a climate change of about 7 to 9 degrees. So it is rising, so it is a cause of concern because those little degrees make a difference in our climate today. Another question? Yes.
Florida is expected to flood anyway since it's a peninsula. So does it matter if global warming does the same thing?
Yes, it does matter because it is exacerbating the procedure by us emitting carbon dioxide with our cars, with our home activities. We are moving this process a lot forward. So where Florida should be flooding maybe 1,000 years from now or a few hundred years from now, it is gonna happen a lot sooner than that, such as we see now in Miami. Another question? Yes.
What countries contribute to the changes the most, would you say?
The countries that contribute to climate change the most would be countries in Europe, Japan, the US, mostly countries that are developed because they have a lot of infrastructure, a lot of industrial work. So I know that these countries, they contribute to about 2/3 of carbon dioxide emissions, and that's about 15% of the world population. Another question? Yes.
How are animals affected by global warming?
So just as we're affected by global warming, animals are also affected in their habitat. Polar bears right now, they're being affected in the Arctic Sea because their habitat is being melted. I know fish, we all know that by watching the movie Glorax, fish are also affected by the oil spills and the carbon dioxide emissions. It affects their waters that they swim in and they receive their food from. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you guys will take a stand against climate change and conventional energy and move forward to using clean energy and saving our planet. Thank you.